What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're going to talk about Batman Detective Comics, issue number 1075. This one is written by Ram V with the backup done by Dan Waters. And the artist this time around is Francisco, I can't pronounce that name, but this is like the aftermath of Batman getting infected by the Azmer demons trying to take over. We kind of do something that we did a little bit in like the whole Night Terrorist thing with Bruce kind of psychologically battling this inner conflict, and we also have the Batman getting possessed by so many different things. I mean, Batman has been possessed by so many different people this past year. I've just, like, it's kind of become a joke, like, who hasn't possessed? I think you'll find less people who haven't possessed Batman than people who have at this point this past year. Between, you got Barbatos in his head, you got the Azmer demons, you got Zur-En-Arrh, you had Deadman possessing his body. And Batman has not had a good year for his in terms of possessions and all that. But like I said, the artwork here is very beautiful, and you get to see like him try to go to all these places that were like reminiscent and important to him in some ways. So like I said, the colors and everything, I really like the style here. Then you have one of the detectives there who kind of figures out who Bruce Wayne is Batman, and he's like, okay, this is the last place to kind of verify that this will confirm he's here. And then as soon as he gets there, I mean, this guy also had like an encounter with Batman in the past where Batman saved him, and as soon as he kind of gets there, they put a hit out on him, and unfortunately this detective kind of meets his end, and it's a little bit of a sad scene, but somebody sold him out. There's corruption in Gotham. Then the Orgham family comes and they hypnotize the guy who did. Is like, okay, you're gonna return that money, and feeling guilty over what happened, then you're gonna kind of shoot yourself. So this guy, like, ultimately they're gonna have like no like loose ends tied up. And one of the interesting aspects too is the fact that one of the Orgham family members who kind of formed a small connection with Bruce Wayne realizes that it finds out that Batman is Bruce Wayne, in fact. And there's a little bit of hesitancy on his part because he kind of had a little bit of respect and admiration based on the stuff that happened in his past and like his connection of sorts with Batman and all that. So like I thought that was actually a little bit kind of interesting in that regards. And of course in the backup, written by Dan Waters. Sometimes when Dan Waters writes things, I mean, they get kind of confusing and like really like I don't want to say pretentious per se, but they get rather artsy. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Like they speak in like all sorts of like other, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something like you're saying something like very poetic, like poetic-ish. I don't know what the words I'm looking for, but you have a story about him and Bruce in the past with his grief. The artwork here is actually pretty good too. It's really like visually stunning, if you will. And then you have Barbatos kind of in the past trying to take over, but like there was still like something holding him back from being able to kind of do so. It is in like his drive to kind of like right the wrongs of what happened to his parents' past, I think, is there at the focal point of that story as well. So there is some interesting stuff in this comic book. I like the artwork and the style at play here. A lot of the stuff that we've seen with Batman dealing with his nightmares and that, I mean, I just covered an entire Night Terrors event, so a lot of this feels kind of like familiar territory stuff, but I think having one of the Orgham family members kind of like have some hesitancy to kind of ultimately kill off Batman. He has to finish off Batman publicly, but he doesn't really want to finish off Bruce Wayne per se. So I thought that aspect made it a little bit more interesting. But yeah, some of the stuff is a little bit confusing at times, like I think in the Dan Waters thing, because that's just kind of the par for the course with some of his storylines, comic books that he's written in recent memory. Look at Arkham City Order of the World. Like, that's a book where I'm just like half the time like, what is really going on here? So I mean, that's kind of what I expect in his like stories when he writes them anymore. But there are some good aspects at play within this comic book. Like I said, the artwork is pretty good. Some of the stuff with Batman, like I said, dealing with his nightmares and all that is, like I said, a little bit of a been there, done that sort of thing. Nothing new, and all that's like untapped potential, if you will. So there's some good aspects to it. Not like an absolute like home run or anything like that, but like I said, it's pretty decent overall, I suppose. But anyways, that's all I have to say about this particular comic book. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications. I still got some more comic books from last week I got to catch up on, but I want to get this stuff that are out this week like taken care of first. So once that's done, then I can start to focus on the 3 comic books I missed last week. Then I'll be all caught up in time for the weekend. So look forward to all that. All right, well, that's all I have to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.